This was one cursed room. They said no one could last more than an hour inside, but I didn't believe it. I had to challenge it myself, but after I actually stayed in the room and went through a series of terrifying things, I tried to leave, only to realize I couldn't get out. In a panic, I opened the window and tried to call for help, but no one could hear me at all. Just then, I noticed a room lit up in the building across from me. There was someone sitting inside, so I quickly waved at him and shouted for help. The man seemed to see me too. He slowly stood up. I kept waving excitedly, but the longer I waved, the more I felt something was wrong. It looked like he was copying me, but when I looked closer, this wasn't just copying. It was a perfect one-to-one duplicate. Every single move was exactly the same. To make sure, I picked up a table lamp. Sure enough, the man across from me picked one up too. And when the light hit his face, I froze, because that man looked exactly like me. Before I could even react, someone suddenly appeared behind him. I immediately turned around, and sure enough, someone was standing behind me too. Terrified, I stumbled back and tried to dodge him, but strangely, after swinging wildly a few times, the figure disappeared. By this point, I was completely falling apart. I leaned against the corner of the room, desperately telling myself that none of this was real. But before I could convince myself, something even more disturbing happened. First, the TV began playing footage of me, my wife, and my child. Then I saw several spirits, and those spirits seemed to be the people who had died in this room before. Without exception, they all climbed onto the windowsill in total despair, screamed, and jumped to their deaths. It felt like they were trying to warn me, but I refused to give in. I checked the hotel floor plan and discovered that the room next to 1408 also had a window, and the distance between the two windows didn't look that far. So I forced myself to climb out onto the outside wall. Then I pressed myself against the building and carefully edged forward, trying to reach the next room. But strangely, the window that should have been close never appeared. I kept moving for a long time but still couldn't see it. Then I leaned forward and looked ahead, and my heart nearly stopped. There was no other window at all. In front of me was one solid wall. The only window on that entire wall was the window of room 1408. I had no choice but to climb back inside, and by then, the hotel floor plan had changed too. Now there was only one room left on it, room 1408. I looked through the peephole and saw that the hallway outside had turned into a brick wall. When I turned back around, the window inside the room had become the same thing. Room 1408 had completely turned into a terrifying sealed chamber.